There are two sides to the city. There's the side that I come from, down here in the Quarry. And there's this side. The university with all the lawyers that they train, and also the other lawyers that they train. Something's got to be done about them real soon, I tell you. Real soon. The other day I was on the job, and people ask me, Big Joe, why do you own a quarry? Ain't you in the hot dog business? That's what the lawyer's been asking me. As if it don't make sense. As if my books don't match up. Well, I'll tell you one thing. This is Big Joe's city down here. It always has been. Ain't nobody crossed me and done very well for themselves after the fact. So if any of them city folk, university folk lawyers want to come down one more time, well, I'll tell them what's gonna happen. The next graduation that they be finding themselves having, it ain't gonna be no celebration. Ain't gonna be caring about them graduates finishing their school. All eyes are gonna be on Big Joe. All eyes.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of City Skylines. We're back in Skaldvic finally. Last episode we were getting started on CDX University. We are at Recognized. The academic year just finished, much like my own. We need one more academic work to level up. So let's go ahead and give them some money for a dissertation, and now we kind of just need to wait for them to get that in so we can do some more work. In the meantime, we have this wonderful area down here that I have been thinking would make a lot of sense for an industrial area. We have a couple industries we haven't done yet, and it'll make for a nice port. So as you can see, we've got oil, we've got ore, pretty much all over the place in these two areas. And so I want to get these set up as a way to start making those resources, and then we can make a place with all of our factories. I have a really exciting idea for that, which I've played around with before. We've got an area over here which looks already pre-set up. Got some nice little assets here, but I think this will work perfectly for a cargo terminal. I think that's the purpose. So let's grab the cargo hub. Yeah, the cargo hub, the one with the train, fits right in there perfectly. That looks great. I mean, just a fantastic job by the map maker. And again, all that information's down in the description there if you want to check out their other maps. They're really, really great. But so I'm going to just sort of start outlining here where we want to put the industries. We're also going to need to make a little kind of town center here so that we can get some pops over and working, because that's always a limiting factor. But let's just jump right into it with a time lapse. Alright, so we got a lot of work done getting set up with our oil industry, getting a little town down. Now it's time to kind of sketch out our ore industry, which is going to go on this section here. So we're just going to put a district around this. That is the wrong type of district. We'll try that again. And we will just put an industry district down here. Nice and full amount of ore. Should be really easy to get going with this. And we'll just kind of grab all of this down here. And yeah, it's sort of perfect. Easy enough, good enough. I'm going to ignore the fact that this doesn't have water or anything. We're just going to turn it off. We're not really using it yet. No worries. I could connect it up, but no. Yeah, it's not worth it. So, okay, let's get started with this ore in main building. I'm thinking right here, kind of as an entrance. I put some trees between here to kind of section this off, and I think that looks pretty good. So it's got its own little road here for entrance, and then we're going to need to put the what are these called? Ore mines down to start collecting some of the ore. So let's get a couple of these down to get our production started. Let's see how that looks. I kind of hate it, if I'm being honest. I'm just thinking, ore, usually the rocks and stuff come from quarries. So what if we try and build a little quarry here? Yeah, give me a second. I'm going to see what I can do, and I'll come right back to you. So the ore is set up now. Back at the oil, we're not making plastics yet, but we leveled up so we can. So let's go into here. The petrochemical plant is the thing that we need. So let's get a couple of these in here. Perfect. We already have those. Just put those down. Anything else new? Crude oil storage. We have a lot of storage over here, actually. I made a whole bunch. I just thought they looked cool. So, yeah, I mean, that should work pretty well. I'm going to need a name for this place, but we can also, I think, yeah, we can replace our small drills with these small oil drills. Okay, well, the naming is weird, but you know what I mean. We put down these really small ones at first, and now we can go ahead and put in slightly bigger, also small ones. I would love to do it without destroying these, but We're just going to destroy them anyway. That's fine. It's zoned oil over here as well. So we're going to get some stuff coming in. We'll need to double back on this and see how it grows in and make some changes then. But for now, that will work. We're just getting started, getting it moving. And things are looking all right otherwise. Good to see that the bus line is coming in here to get some people down to work. Trying to think if there's... I do think I forgot to build any sort of trash collection over in this area, and that will get pretty frustrating pretty fast. Trying to find if I can put this in a better... I could just put it down here with the zoned industry, and that will look great. Awesome, and I think that this is about to upgrade, so let's see if we can't add a little bit more to this section too. Alright, I'm really liking the way that this quarry is turning out. I've just been putting a ton of rocks around it because I feel like that's sort of what quarries look like. And I think it's working pretty well. But we do have the ability to get a little bit of different processing in here. So let's get one of these down. Can I fit it in here? No. So it's going to get its own street, I guess. That looks pretty good, I think. I think that's making metals. Let's see, forgot to look. I just know it's the other one. But yeah, I mean, this area is coming together pretty well, I think. Definitely a little bit of space to get moving in here, but otherwise, this is starting to look really good. I mean, for realism, it's a weird place for a quarry, but otherwise... Now, I wasn't going to forget about the university. We have leveled up. We need some more students, some more attractiveness, more academic works to get to level 4. But we have unlocked some new buildings, and I want to get that done. Because as it stands now, the only thing you can study at CDX University is law. And that's great. But, you know, we got to diversify a little bit and let them study some other things. So we've got some new buildings that we're going to try and find places for. Oh, I really like this commencement office. Let's find a good place for that. But otherwise, we're going to jump right into a time lapse and see if we can't get this a little bit more filled out. Alright, we got a lot of work done today, but unfortunately we are out of time. But we got an oil industry set up, an ore industry set up, a town to service both of them with population. We got some upgrades to the university itself. But as always, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. The turnaround on the next video will be a lot faster, I promise. But in the meantime, I will catch you in the next one.